Hello guys, welcome back. Sorry, I was messing around with some stuff. I forgot I hit let go and go live. Let's see the. Oh shit, we have a lot of reading table stuff. I'm just going to read the ones with these on them. I'll send them to the hideaway ledgers of Otto's behest, and I've come across something you might need your attention. Maybe that. I mean, immediately. You know where I'll be. Sure.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Okay. Good. Bad feeling. Clive, something right at the hand of yours, and please use your lordship company that's at the toll, Charon.
What could be wrong with Torgor?
What could be wrong with Torgor? Cheers for your help. Dig your dragon blackthorn out of the dumps of the day. Thing is, I reckon he's gonna throw himself back in. Judgment of the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing in their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're busy, bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard who's got him so hot and bothered, assuming it ain't just the forge.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Alright. Blackthorn and Charon are right here. So that's good. The other one's over there, but that's pretty much where I'm going anyways, so.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, you've got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
I got a bunch of stuff to talk to Charon about.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgor?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say how we're wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric. If you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Do you have anything to buy?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. I don't claim to know much about frost wolves, but I expect Holmes does. Claim to, that is. Go on then.
I don't need any of these things. Okay, and you don't have anything new for me, really?
Come again.
So be
Or
fine.
don't. I'm not much
let's
bothered either
go.
way.
Oh, that shit's down there. Blacksmith blues. Oh my god, can you?
Seems the
fucking
hideaway is-
buttons. Just do all of these at the same time, I guess. I don't know.
There's a storm coming soon.
Norseman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
After we
don't
leave
think so.
here, we'll go to.
But according to Lady
The
Karen, he seems to have lost his
desert.
appetite. Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Okay. That's fine. So I need to speak with Gowd and speak with Otto.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. Are we even safe here? Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders. and it's maybe my fault, but I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time, and I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. In the hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Each. 5 million. Each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see? And, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you. It's
Damn.
my fault.
This
You have
fucked
that
up.
much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. Little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, asses to what, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
We're going to be place 1120.
You earned
That's the
this.
next one. That's a lot.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Okay, so let's see. Those 2 are locked right now. Let's see we just got abilities. How much do we have? 4,000. And we need to unlock. We need to upgrade that. Oh, that's not bad. That's actually quite a bit. We could grab this one. Because I do like this. I think this does quite a bit of damage. Can't quite upgrade this yet. We could save it. Oh, autos right here.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's
Plot
still
armor.
crying out for Mother Crystal.
That's why.
The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So,
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
My brother's
So
awake.
it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav.
Uh-oh. What's going on with Gav?
At the gates of Canver.
Okay. I guess maybe I should have went and done those other ones.
Well, what's the short of it?
I thought Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
No,
Tyre,
Tyre,
not
we
such
think
a
you
talented
suck.
healer. I would surely have been inclined to agree. But thanks to administration,
Yo, what's going on, Sebastian?
I
Sorry,
could
man.
safely rejoin
I
my
wasn't paying
attendant,
attention.
Who was to wait for me in Tabor.
I'm doing good.
until the
It
gates
was a long
opened.
week. I'm tired. But, you know, we're
Right.
pushing through with
We
Final
travel
Fantasy.
together.
Just trying to push through.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
Hope you're doing good, man. Hope you're doing good. It's a lot, you know? What the fuck? Where are the people at now? Alright, so now everything else is open. And are these more missions I can pick up?
Seems the hideaway
Oh,
is all stitched
blasted
up.
Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
Being some lunch
I'm
we
not
eat,
much
man.
of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing. Thank you very much.
I had a
What I
carne
want from you
asada
is a little
quesadilla
of
for
your time,
lunch.
Right? Oh, and perhaps
Oh,
your sword.
man.
You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well,
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand.
Sonic? Cool.
What's on
I
the
haven't
menu
Sonic
this
for a long time.
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and corpse mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts
old
the
man.
shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates, and if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, man, so many side quests. I suspect the rest of today is going to be side quests.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can
Sure,
certainly
why
try.
not?
Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Hippocrates.
Norseman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy.
That's cool. What are you guys gonna do?
Menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never fail to make my mouth water. Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very Sandbrequois.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance, a herb which grows along the North Reach coast. I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone, so I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them.
That's good, man.
Once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life. In
Good
which
to get out and
regard,
hang out with
fried
friends.
mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Meaning that if I find one, I find the other. To Northreach, then.
Best of luck, Clive. And do save me a bite once the dish is complete. Knowledge
Let's do
hoarded
it.
is knowledge lost. I only hope the bones of an elder antelope are alimentary enough for our faithful friend. If not, we may have to set our sights on something large. One can only speculate as to why fried mortress of skyworm might have fallen out of favor. Perhaps the rampant popularity of the dish led to a decline in the blueback wyvern population. Or perhaps fashion is to blame. A sprig of cheerful yellow drake's mint pinned to the lapel was once quite the statement among Sandbrequ's fashion-conscious nobility. Regardless, the only place you'll now find both herb and dragon is on the coast near Northreach. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Let's level up Hippocrates.
Now this,
Scholastic Savant.
I believe you will find most interesting.
You leave at 5. We're gonna leave at like
You wish to study the tomes?
4:15, I think, probably. What else is still here? There's one there. There's one there. And there's new hunts.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Will there be thunder? Just make the rounds. Go pick up another quest right here.
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
I don't know if they're gonna be home
There was a
tomorrow.
trader came by here. One of our usuals.
I know that
Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallymill Way.
one of Anthony's kids
Also
having
said
a
she's been
birthday
selling
party
a bandit in
at some point
Cutthroat and
tomorrow.
that.
They're maybe going
she's
to.
fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hating people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Goat. Okay, anyway, out for that though. Oops, is that here? No, it's not. Okay.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
Shit, this episode might just be me walking around getting all the fucking subquests.
What do you reckon we should do?
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Middledore showed us.
Miss Middledore? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Middledore said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy
It's
enough.
Allie's birthday.
It's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Inspect scales.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Middadore's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an
we
arm.
might be going. I don't know yet.
It looks more like
Probably.
a wing.
It depends.
Like a chocobo wing.
Oh, excuse
You've
me.
ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
We've been really tired the
Hold
last couple
things.
days, so it goes depends.
So
We're
wait,
going out tonight,
This arm
and
holds things too.
we have to do grocery
Good thinking.
shopping and stuff tomorrow.
You're
So
on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers.
But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middadore's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and round and...
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. and then somebody ate it.
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
We know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
This is really boring.
We've got it.
Then here's what we'll do.
When you're fucking
You tell me
exhausted
what
like
goes
I
where,
am,
and
having
I'll put the
all
scales
the
together.
stories, talking, like... But I don't want to skip
Obviously,
side
we need
quests and
to
then
solve the
lose
body.
them or something.
All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that?
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Got your haircut yesterday? That's cool. I don't think I need a haircut quite yet,
Hey,
but...
look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
So I have to go back and tell her. Alright, oh, Charon's there, and an eye for an eye. There's another thing at the reading table. Holy shit, how many fucking side quests are there? View the hunt board and take some pictures. Let's see. So it looks like there's... Oh, okay, so I found Svarog. So there's just these ones. So I deleted everything, but that one, and that one, the pack. South of Tabor and Dalmatia. That's fine. Alright, 3 more stops, and then hopefully we'll be done with this area and we'll be able to go out. I mean, even like when we're going out, just like smashing the square button to the enemy is more engaging.
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry,
That's
Sid.
good.
I know
I usually
how
cut
busy you
mine
are.
like every
I shall
other
see
month,
that the
maybe.
children are properly punished.
I get cut pretty
Please, there's no
short.
need. Mid seems to have taken the 3 of them under her wing. She's even calling them her heirs.
My God.
She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else, it would be an opportunity.
So tired,
But
man.
to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Good, 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 good. Two more stops, two more stops. Boom, 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 boom.
Seems the
This is the one that makes it sound kind of like Star Wars.
Lady Karen. How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating. About you selling weapons to brigands.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Okay, let's go talk to Goots. Goats?
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalamil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Oh god, I was hoping that one was over. Mr. Clive, I apologize for sudden untoward gesture. Circumstance forced me to seek immediate aid, and there's none other to whom I may turn. Your most esteemed lord, uncle, has presented me with a task most vexing, and I fear I am wholly unable to perform to his valued vaulted expectations, namely due to a marked lack of martial aptitude on my part. To wit, I am but a manservant, not a mercenary. While I maintain the fitness ample to attend to the needs of a manor, to the attending of bandits in back alleys, I am sorely equipped. If it pleases you, my lord, prithee come and see me at Martha's Rest, and I shall proceed to explain my predicament in full. Yeah, man, see you later. Have fun today.
Rutherford.
Fun cleaning your car.
Wasn't that the name of my uncle's manservant? Why would he be at Martha's Rest?
He literally said that in the letter, you dumb fuck. Alright. World map me. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, see you later, man.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canberra was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Alright, this is fine.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Isn't Tabor down here? Oh man.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
There we go. Get these guys. Got it. Where are? Did I knock you down there? Like what? Bum 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 bum. The dash into the downward stab is pretty fucking cool. I assume it wouldn't let me go all the way over there.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Dude, my eyes burn so bad.
Hey, do. Where are you off to now, then? Bound for the Free Cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons. Ain't exactly feeling like sharing with strangers myself at the mo. Truth be told, I could do with a bit of inspiration. Don't know which way to turn no more. Was doing a roaring trade back in Oriflamme. Right up until the poor Drake lost her noggin. So, thought I'd try me luck in the desert. And the Fang went the same way. And don't get me started on the mess in the bloomin' Dominion. Suppose I could try Camber next. But knowing my luck, the old place be crawling with the works before I'd even sat in my stall. But as I always say, where there's crisis, there's opportunity. The opportunity to mint Gil, that is. So, where to next? Is there any money to be made in Ash?
Alright, I'm not gonna fuck with you anymore, dude. I thought you were gonna sell me some shit, and then you just keep fucking talking. Lost a customer. This isn't even one of the missions I was on. This is a new mission. New side quest.
Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. Catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna sit up a little bit more.
They must not reach.
Just so I can focus on staying awake.
Forgive me, Lord Cougar.
Rest.
Alright, let's see. Bad blood. Okay, show me the map. There's one there, yeah, it says
You said the
to the
encampment was
left.
close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Oh, see, now I can go anywhere I want. I just had to start going this direction. That makes sense.
Another ether flood. They're
Not
everywhere
really,
now.
but I'll do
We
it.
can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Here they are.
I got here in time.
Slay thine enemies. That probably wasn't what I wanted to do, but it's okay. Nice, nice, nice. Kashik Steve, let's go. Didn't really get a lot from that, but that's fine.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Hold on, I gotta loot this chest first, bro. He's back this way more. He's up there. Right there.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
Quest complete.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
That scar. Son of a whore.
You're Sid. I was there, in Cosnis, when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith, when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep.
What would you know of oaths?
Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
I'm so fucking tired.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
I mean, what was that quest? Like, okay, journal? Okay. That was just it? That's it? It's over? I guess it'll probably be like the last one up here, right? Live and let live? No. There we go, bad blood. Sure. Okay, well now that I know I can go anywhere I want, I would like to travel here, please. I'll probably do one more quest. I'll do whatever the plus is. the plus quest.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Kara's collector.
Lubo did well to bring Conrad and Natalie.
Let's see.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
1 minute, they're at each
Our
other's
wealthy patrons has purchased the use of every room open to keep out the riffraff.
Okay, so he's upstairs in one of these rooms.
My reputation
Go.
will be
Easy.
ruined. Ruined!
Calm
Easy
yourself,
money.
Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamil is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
They're way up there. Shit.
If all of us continue to work together in defending Dalamir, I foresee good for
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
Alright, so those things still don't do anything yet. I assume that I know when they do something. Like, it'll tell me when they're able to do something. Damn, 600. That's like a whole minute. Like, they're doing 60 seconds at a time. It's like 1 per second. 7, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, almost. It's almost like a full minute of running. And then we'll warp back, probably. Well, we'll probably warp back to wherever the plus go. Well, it'll be back here. Unless it automatically transfers me. Might be nice. Do, 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 And that new hunt is south of Tabor, so it's pretty close to where we just were beforehand.
We've got company!
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
I actually kind of like the innocence. Having Joshua with us.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
What is... I should go and talk to whoever's down here first, because that other, I'm gonna come back. It's gonna be a whole thing. The wrong way.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Oh, this is the Goots one.
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumours about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever will pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have.
Don't call her a Reaper.
You'll find her right here, plying her trade most days.
Here in Delamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
Okay.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
You too, Goots.
You too, Goots. Fuck. It's way over there. Ugh. This is where not having quick run is really fucking annoying.
Mummy.
Because we know he has a fast run. I've been holding up this whole time. I haven't touched anything else except for the camera.
safety of the town.
And he won't hit that speed until I go outside town. I'm gonna go outside of town.
Time to
See
brave
how
the
he gets
viper's
it.
nest.
I'm just using this to stay awake.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
Oh, I'm gonna give you the sword, alright.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Hired muscle. Who's using cure? That's all I want to know. Where's the... Oh shit. Let's see if this does something. Yeah, see, who the fuck is the cure? Through here? The mace? Or the staff? This Dia though kind of comes back really fast.
Oh, you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwin finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwin wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
I need to find Goots.
Coward.
Right now.
Yes, we do need to go find Goots. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty-pated lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you
I'm
hurt
like,
Nan.
kind of
Promise
skipping.
me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
I'm like skipping like the like the dead air between the two.
all of you!
Well, it's Karen.
But how did you?
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault! And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots got him.
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was.
Probably does.
Isn't easy going through life one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean it.
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Speak with Karen back here? Yes. Speak with Karen, speak with Blackthorn. Call it a day. I like passed my I'm completely exhausted and need to fall asleep phase of everything, but I'm still fucking tired as shit.
nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right eye, Goots. And I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't let you down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well. Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil. Don't think I didn't appreciate that.
Of course. His family.
Stop it. You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today'll cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Quest completed. All I got was experience and I guess renown.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Quest completed. Blacksmith Blues 2. Alright, we'll see Excalibur draft design. Oh shit. Okay. Okay.
Yep. What's that for you, dear?
I have enough, but it's not good. It's worse. It's slightly worse than what I have now. Which is... I don't even know. How is this worse? It's worse than Brightburn? Is it because I was supposed to do it a while ago?
It lost you a good while.
Get it. No.
Anything else?
Oh shit, what was that one?
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want?
I didn't have enough stuff for it, but what was it?
Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff.
I don't have any of that stuff, damn.
That it? Fine.
Can I buy it from you though?
Let me tell you,
Alright.
them rumours wet legs were spreading. Might be they weren't just tales plucked out of thin air. You see, some women lust after blood, others after flesh, but me, I were always one for gold. And to satisfy that lust, I sold to opposing armies, stabbed my every client in the back, made myself the most hated woman in the twins. But then one day I met a man who made me a different kind of offer. Said he'd give me access to a realm-wide community of like-minded individuals in constant need of steel and sundries. On the condition I sold to him and his alone.
Was that the first time you met Sid?
Aye. And I fell right into his damn trap. He was true to his word, so I ended up being true to mine. And I soon started making the best profits I've seen since taking up the trade. And all without aiding or abetting any outlaws. Except Sid himself, that is. Told me about his plan to topple the mother crystals, you know. Said that with them gone, the realm would want for all manner of things. An opportunity for the likes of me to mint gil. Why, I reckon an enterprising individual could find himself the richest dam in the twins. And that's when he had me. I emptied my stores that day and moved into the hideaway proper. And the rest, as they say, is ancient bloody history. A dozen years on, and I'm still not the richest dam. Not for lack of trying, mind. But I can say that I have never been happier. You've all shown me there are some things more precious than gil.
That there are.
So don't you go messing it all up, or you'll have me to answer to.
Okay. Alright. So there's nothing else here. Let's go to the world map, take a look. Come on, rest. I am stopping. I just want to get over here. So that'll be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Yo, hello. Welcome back. This is Frost. We're kicking it. We're chilling. We're doing all the cool stuff. Yes, I didn't. I was thinking, I was like, I gotta like, I'm looking at where I was at when I finished editing the other day. Okay, so it was there. So these three can go. Boom. Done. Alright, cool. I was like, man, where am I at with this game? I was super tired yesterday. We're at Martha's Hunt. We gotta get Martha this thing. We We also gotta find... I don't think there's any hunts here, right? See, open world map. There's a hunt here, but I think it's the super mega one. So that's fine. We'll just do this. There is the plus. Gotta do the plus. That one should be helpful. Give this to Martha.
We weren't expecting you.
Quick.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Star Ruby.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again?
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
Alright, well that one's fine, we're good on that. Let's go... Is that a plus? Is that a plus? I thought it was a plus. Oh, there was another one in here?
Sorry, but if you're looking for a bed, there's none to be had right now.
Martha's got a big heart. It's a pity there's so many who are happy to take advantage of it.
My lord Marquis, it is you. Then you received my letter. I am Sebastian Rutherford, chief steward of your lord uncle's estate.
Of course. We met once before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend. I merely...
It's all right. Continue.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas, I have lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They're both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times, even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down. I suppose I'll start in Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord. I shall pray for your success and safety.
Search for him in Dalamil. Alright, let's see. What else do we have here? All we have is that one. That's good. Okay.
I'd build a barricade so sturdy, even a
Scouts are
Bandicurl. Green sheaves. It appears and walks up to you. Okay.
Can hardly make out a bloomin' thing.
Oh man, you guys have so much stuff here now. No thanks.
No mistakes.
Oh shit.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? This one. Get him.
I'm gonna see if I can't get the other ones to like crowd up on me before I do the fire. Like my mega attack. A little better. Or a little better? A little more better? It is a little better. A little more better is done. So I got 3 of them there. It should do it after every. It should do it every time you get spoils. I'm sorry. What's up, Sebastian? What's going on? It should do it every time. Every time you get spoils. From a fight. From a fight.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Okay, that's that. No nearby activities. What's here? Payback, not to be outdone. One thing. Okay, let's go here. Oh my god, there's
There were ghosts at the gates, not days.
so much stuff here. Boom.
Those things I said before.
Boom. 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 Oh, there we go. I set an extra marker there, I guess.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
So, did Martha actually take the Star Ruby?
Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching.
I thought she was not going to take it either, and we're like, oh, we got 2 of these now,
Very well.
yeah. Oh, well, I guess not.
Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
Let's see.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Gob will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Oh, there's a ton more stuff here. I was like, okay, cool, I can fast travel now, but I cannot. There's 2 things out there that I have to do. Saint Bonnets and defeated Blueback Wyvern. Is there anything else here? Nope, that's it. Okay. Probably just cut up here then. I probably didn't even need to go this way. I probably could have just kept going that road. Yeah, I guess I did because I have to come this way to get out.
To the meadows then.
Oh no. My fire wasn't ready yet.
Get him!
Yeah, take that silver Lobo. In here.
Pocket said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot.
And these are bright yellow flowers, aren't they?
This must be our wyvern. Right. Let's get this over with.
Damn, that was fucking sick. That was like a masterclass in being able to chain all those things together. Raptor liver and dragon talon, got
That's
it.
the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Okay. And these are all 3 like return to hideaways. Gather Saint's bonnet.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
Okay, let's go back to the hideout. Let's see, there was only one, and that's the super powerful dude. So that's good. Good. I stopped drinking so much. Like, I'm like, I need to stop drinking so much water because I'll go that way later.
Will we ever see the sun again?
It seems the hideaway's lost its. So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me
I
exactly
have
where
to
to
go to
look.
the bathroom, and I have to go downstairs and make lunch at 11:30, which is less than an hour away.
And what precisely will I be
So I need
cooking
to
up?
get as much out of
Or
this
is
as
it
I
better
can.
not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And a herb known as Saint's bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about. And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then?
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Not to be outdone. Okay. Alright. Yeah. We're not making incredible progress with everything, you know? See Charon over there.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
I hate when it does this.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. You're nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
No, you fucking weren't. We were not going there. I think we've almost finished most of the side quests, though, so that's good.
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider,
Fuck yeah.
that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at fore, have been diverse and plenty.
Diverse
That
and
number has
plenty.
only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword.
Is it?
One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I'm not
Well, I mean,
mistaken,
he's getting experience
he
points
will
from
grow
fucking up all these
fiercer still.
dudes.
We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh. He's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Alright, let's see. I think that's actually enough to get us our next reward as well. Let's check that out. It upsets me a little bit. Well, I don't think I have the stuff for Excalibur, right? So, but it upsets me a little bit that I don't know that other sword I got wasn't very good. Oh man, no new hunts.
Goat. Still alive, I see.
Goat.
So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, god damn it.
Wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
I've got an
You earned
amber,
this.
that's good. Talisman of Priming at 1360.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Let's double check with him real quick.
Villagers. Fancy a look at the list, do you? Seen enough? Clive. Oh, this time. You watch
Apparently,
yourself
I
out
don't.
there,
I'm
alright?
confused at what the yellow ones mean, because they seem to be just like asking question, like having a comment about whatever side quest you're on already, and so it seems weird, you know. Maybe you need all of those to Harpocrates. Oh, Torgal just hung out right here. What the fuck, dude? You should just come with me,
Lady
dude.
Karen. Goat tells me you weren't happy with her offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not.
So she said what she owes, but you just said we didn't owe her anything. I'm very confused by this.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You won't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square. Right away.
I've seen that before.
You have, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy soul couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
Huh. I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a person on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to, I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me, just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Man, this is a very long cutscene.
Go with the helm.
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
Sid's goblet. Not much else. Okay, so that's everything here. Thankfully. Nearby activities. We have this one, smooth like butter, which I guess we can go here. The other one. The other thing to do here is the hunt, and it says south of Tabor.
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope
It'll be after we get to Cloak and Dagger, or we can go around Cloak and Dagger.
The gentleman of the town guard.
Something of those lines. There's something along those lines. I suspect this one is not going to be like a find him and it's over. It's probably going to be at least 2 stops.
Someone's
So
got himself in trouble.
maybe not.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you'd kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Got our fire get in here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, that's bullshit.
Brutal out here.
It is brutal out here. They're way too close. Keys. I mean, they're not way too close to each other, but like they're, you know. I have big fingers and stuff. So.
Faithful, but it's one man of the fist.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps 2, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist's Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
Okay. Okay. Man, this is all...
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Gonna be all... what's it called again?
happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their kind. You head back to Northreach. Visit the Vale. Tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Oh, this is south? This isn't... I guess it's south. It's east, southeast.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
They didn't go that far.
This one's ours, pretty boy.
I wish that they kept together, because Dia would have been really nice right there. There we go, take a bunch of that out, baby, let's go. That was super guttural, man, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That was rough. I didn't get any renown for that? Maybe I gotta finish the...
There may be more bandits nearby.
You don't need to tell me twice. Many thanks, traveler.
This looks to be all.
I got about 20 minutes left.
I thought I told you to make for the Vale.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's just Clive, and I'm fine. Which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along, I...
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
Martha's rest is over. Here. Well, we're almost done with all the side quests for this section. Someone told me that there's like a ton of side quests right before the final dungeon. So that seems like almost like it's gonna be. That's gonna be a stretch for me to do. Oh
I
shit.
received word from both my associates. They have resumed their investigations, thanks to you.
I only happened to be in the right place at the right time. They both seem to think the realm's prospects rather grim.
I am afraid that grim would be putting it lightly. Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Quest complete. Smooth like Butler. Oh, so I got renowned for that one. Flare breath, okay. Alright, on to the main story. I'm fucking tired again. Now that I'm tired again. Jesus. Oh, man. Part of me, you know, with changes in the way that, you know, my family has, and, you know, just changes overall with life and stuff. I have considered
time to fight.
I've considered stopping this channel, or stopping making content for this channel, and for YouTube, for Twitch and YouTube. When I'm done playing the Final Fantasies, you know, maybe just play any new Final Fantasies that come out. Maybe not. Maybe not even that. And I don't know, it's tough, you know, to kind of think about some of those things. I mean, like, this isn't. This isn't something that's making me a shit ton of money. It's not something that is. I'm not seeing an incredible amount of. Oh, you're down there? Fuck off.
Ready, go?
You know, not making a lot of friends. Not seeing a lot of usage. You know, it was. I think it was a nice idea. You know, noble idea for me. I never got into this. I never expected to make a bunch of money. I mean, one incredible friend, but playing what I want instead of just sticking to one game or one genre. Like, if I was playing Mario all the time, like maybe I get some more traffic, but I'm not, playing Mario all the time isn't something that is, I don't want to say wouldn't interest me, but it's not something that would keep my interest, that would keep me having fun playing games, I don't think. It's incredibly difficult to play.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places
It's time consuming.
I can walk from here.
Welcome, travelers. We don't get many visitors here in Tabor.
It's time consuming, and the shop has new stuff.
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She waits us within.
Welcome, welcome. Go safely.
So nothing, basically nothing. Yes. Alright, let's see, let's open this up. I need to take care of something real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna go on mute and turn my camera off before we watch this cutscene.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Okay.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Barnabas is the one that looks like Sid, right?
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very
Barnabas
salvation.
looks like a mixture between Sid and Clive.
Compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough.
Jesus Christ.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
I have to go after this cutscene.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. but I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike, his very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominants, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her.
God damn it, man. Alright, well, we'll save it, and we'll do those side quests next time. Cannot get away from these fucking side quests, man. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. I might be back later. We'll see how things go. Alright, we're back, and we're doing some more Final Fantasy. We're just keep going. Keeping going. We got some more quests, side quests, man. All the side quests.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Oh, man, I had some
yes
food
and
for
no.
lunch earlier, and it
Passing
hurt my
caravan
stomach.
carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed, but the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
All right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava.
I eagerly await your safe and, above all, triumphant return.
Alright, so that's that one over there. There was another one that I saw, right? It was on the map. Yeah, it's up there. Okay, oof. How do we get it? Oh. It's not what I was expecting, but okay. Okay.
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken
Sorry.
its radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Oh, we got a new seal. So this is a whole actual new town.
Our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
Well, I guess it's kind of like the thing that we got from Martha.
I'll talk about this later.
The Lady of Martha's Rest, and
Cyril,
the hooker lady.
You certainly keep
So
strange
do I go
bedfellows,
up
Joshua.
here first? Yeah, I think I go up here first. What is this town? Oh, those are way over there. Jesus Christ.
Beneath the flood, yes.
How are those new boots treating you?
Alright, I guess.
Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed. Is something wrong?
Antiquarian?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant graybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. 1 each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Memorize the stone's inscriptions. Okay. Oh, there was a thing right here.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches will bring down the price.
It's probably been the same. Okay, well, that's... Southern Stone. I guess maybe I could go up there. I think this is just out, though. Eastern Stone? Let's go to the Eastern Stone first. Let's see if I can find that one. We're here, might as well, you know. Is this it? Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing, give praise to her band.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
How are those new
Southern Stone should be up here, right? Southern's right here. Gardens of the Crystal, the first sons to Tabor, sacred, hold thy noble blood until the mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Back to how it was.
Northern stones. Let's just run all the way around. Grab this chest first. I see it. It's right there. I see it.
Have you noticed the elder has been coughing less?
I didn't read it.
Golden Plains are the wonders of called home, I wonder. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Here's the scraps you were after.
Thanks.
Oh shit, I gotta go this way. My busy baffle.
Careful how you pack that leather.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
The south was the crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood.
The north one I'm gonna fuck up because I didn't see it read it.
Labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the Mother Crystal. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is...
This is the one I didn't see. Wonders of the Golden Plains?
Wonders of the Golden Plains. Lay your roots in stone. pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Not tillers of
Children
land,
of the
they were
hunters,
farmers.
Now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Carved in stone. Goblin coin. Wow. Goblin coins are stupid. Alright, let's go forward. Come on, let me just jump off the
Careful how you pack that
thing.
leather.
Oh, man. Alright, let's move forward. I'm gonna assume that maybe this connects over here at some point, and I'll be able to check some stuff later. There's no other things. Some more people.
The free cities and the sea.
Yeah, see, here it is.
Let's go.
Take this guy. Boom.
Are you sure this is the right way, bro?
It's absolutely not the right way, but it's the way to our destination. Honestly, this could be south of Tabor for that, those.
Straight home now.
That hunt. The pack. Ba-ba-ba. So yeah, like anytime you see something like this, like a little outcropping or something, you have to assume that's what it is.
Remember, you're on my side, Tabor.
Tried to wait as long as I could. Oh my god.
mess with the leader of the pack, eh, boy? I needed that.
I'll use a potion.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
Alright, let's go. Wild knack. Yeah, we're gonna run past you guys. Sorry, buddies. Just not gonna take it right now. Finally, I think maybe it's like 8 too much or something, or 8 too fast. Because I'm so excited to feel a little bit better. Dread Avis. I think this is, yeah, this is that, it's that, dragony dude right here.
Be safe. Maybe. But it looks like there's still plenty of fighting in yet. Ugh.
That was easy. It's too easy, man. Too easy. You're kicking ass. Kicking too much ass. Alright, let's travel back to our obelisk.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I'd hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Was not incredibly awesome, but pretty good. I want to check to see. I'm checking to see if the pack was the one that we just got. Yeah, the pack. So I can delete that one. So
The free city's under siege. Who'd have thought it?
we should be good here for now. The Gilded Path.
Good girl.
Faster!
I just saw, I didn't refresh my chat, and I'm just recording right now, I'm not streaming. And so I saw a message from Sebastian. The last message I have was like,
Then let us be rid of them.
Sebastian telling us like what's going on. So I'm like, oh, what's going on, Sebastian? This is just this. Let's grab this guy.
Ready, go?
Yeah!
Chocobo. Desert Roses. More of these dudes. Ooh, okay.
Muhammad!
Focus, brother.
It's over. You lose.
I was like, where is this dude at?
Come on.
Clive.
I thought that tree
Is the city fallen?
was one of the quest destination nearby. Gilded Path Obelisk activated, okay.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Okay. Oh, there's a... Oh my god, there's more quests all of a sudden? What's here? Sure, whatever, you know, why not? not just do them, you know?
Ah,
Leave
Clive.
Martha.
Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
You remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Go
Not
speak
just
with
yet.
Wade.
Let's hear Wade's plan first. So, Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village, but if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, If you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Is there... Oh, okay, cool. There's a closer one. Pretty quick travel here. Dude, fast travel in this game is just fucking legit. PS5 fast travel is insane.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you? Who the hell am I? Who the hell are you guys?
Kill them!
You will leave this place or face the consequences. That's the end of that then. Or maybe not. What's that thing doing here? Doesn't matter. It
Two
goes
scoops.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
Fair.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
There's another one? Oh, I gotta report to Mark. I was like, oh my god, there's another fucking thing here?
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of my own. What matters is you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Yo, leveled up. Let's go. 39. It's not bad. Alright, world map. Alright, we got one up there, we got one right here. Let's go over to Lost Wing. See what Lost Wing needs us to do.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Grieger guide us. All of us.
May Grigor guide us. Alright, well that's back this way.
In Gotan's Bales.
Once I get out of this like little area, then we can chocobo it up. Almost, almost. Come on, come on. Is it after this arch?
This is no time to ride.
I mean, you literally let me grab it.
Let's go.
30 seconds later, man. I don't know, man. I just don't get it sometimes with this chocobo.
Back to the stables, girl. Everyone, Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster.
Ooh, a guard dog.
They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
No. We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heavenhall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
I guess. Where are we going? Way over there? Jesus Christ. I guess here. Oh, yeah. This is where I found that place last time. Okay. It's not too bad, I don't think. I think it should be okay. Come on, chocobo. 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 Come on. Thank you. Did I miss it? No, I didn't miss it. It's just not here yet. There it is. The Imperial Chase.
Clive, look.
Oh, don't tell me we're too late.
Let's see what we got here.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But...
Ooh, okay.
Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum.
Come on,
I do like this battle music, though.
That is no mere
Yes. Ah,
He's a
shit.
rebel beast that needs to be put down.
Over here!
Fuck yeah, stab. Bitch. They're gonna give it to me. I'll take it, I'll take it. Coral Whisker. That's what I was gonna say. I thought it was like one of those things, but then it came up and said Minas, and I was like, oh, that's not right. That's not right.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice. My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quentin.
Master Quentin! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Damn.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool! Damn it. Quinton's not going to last long in there.
Then we'll finish this quickly.
Yo, got both of these guys. Good. I don't think I'm supposed to be this strong. Okay. Line them up. That's kind of lame.
I need to find Quinton.
Oh, is it here? There, yeah.
Quinton! Quinton! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
Damn.
A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quinton. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinton. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting,
Quentin.
That is.
I look forward to it.
This is a weird quest. More stuff that I don't need, really. I just want to zoom out. It's right next to this thing. We'll do this last quest and then maybe we'll be done. I want to be able to like say, okay, we're moving forward, blah 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 blah. But like, you know, there's something's right here. There it is.
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
How could I refuse?
Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chedra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Okay. No, I'm making a lot of noise. Sorry, guys. Where are you? I feel like every time I turn around, he's somewhere else, you know? Here we go. Draco's Deep. Yeah, I don't care about you guys. Just not yet.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
It's over. Give me thunder. Get him.
Let's go.
I think that's the last of them.
Travel on back, man.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you'll give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, Don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
Okay.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlog. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble.
Thank you.
Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Well. That's good. We're right.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. We have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for right now. We're going to fast travel down to, I guess we're not gonna travel because it's the world map. We just need to go to this new place. Okay, so let's go ahead and save here. We'll travel when we get back. Let's see when the latest one was. This one, I think. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you all next time. Bye.